So I want to break down today exactly what trade I'm going to be taking now, because I'm about to trade the London session. We are on the UK100, and after as well I'm going to do a chart breakdown of my gold trade. It hit the TP, it helped me to pass my 50k account the first stage, so I'm on the second stage now. After that I'm going to be live funded. So I'm trading my 100k account currently on London session, so I just want to break down everything I'm going to be doing. So stay tuned for the video, watch all the way to the end, because I'm going to be dropping gems. I'm not holding back. I'm showing you exactly what I do to pass or win, lose trades. Exactly. So with that being said, let's get to the video. Boom. As you can see, this is how I start the market. I was looking at the 1 hour, actually the 4 hour and daily. I'm like, what's happening here? Obviously I marked out this weekly fair value gap, so I know price eventually might react from here, and you know what, do this and bounce off to make a new all-time high. And I'm also going to swing trade this if that's the case, but I would need to see some market structure being built within this sort of range. If market disrespects the weekly fair value gap, I can be aiming for the monthly low, knowing that that's the next liquidity pool, right? It's always like, where's the market's trying to go? So knowing that, go to the 1 hour, you see a bit more structure. So the low was taken. Again, price might just keep selling down to bounce up a little bit. We might see a bounce up into this fair value gap once market open. I don't know, but I just mark it out, just in case. You always want to know where might price want to do something off. Then I went to the 13-15 minutes, saw some more structure, high low, high low, high low, high. Currently we're just making a low, so we should make a retracement probably back in this zone. Would be actually perfect, because if you deep it, this line here is market open, so around 8 p.m. that's when 8 a.m. UK time, that's when you want to see the markets. That's when you want to start trading. After that time, it's the best place for you to know liquidity enter the market. So this is an area we're actually looking for some sort of reaction. We actually see an inverse fair value gap right here. So if price does tap into this and gives us a good reaction, especially with this internal sell side buy side, sell side liquidity, I would honestly be looking to enter this trade 100%. That would be the ultimate confirmation for me. So we'll give it a few minutes. You never want to rush into it. We'll give it a few minutes, see what the market does, and I'm going for shorts. You should not do anything else. I'm going for shorts only, because you don't want to go against the market. So I'm looking for something along the lines of this. Like I could either target that for a 2R, or I could target the weekly low here for a 3R, literally. And that's it. Just watching the market, waiting. I'm gonna set notifications here, and essentially you could just chill now. Like, you can also do SMT, see how this reacted. JER 40, they correlate, so you would watch it. You'd be like, yeah, there is a SMT, but again, I need my rules to be met. So I need price to give me something, right? I need something. This is the 1 minute. Yeah, clearly SMT here. Something to keep in mind. But it's not enough for me to take a trade based on, Yep. Well, we'll see what happens. You want to give it some time, literally, bro. Right now I'm just looking at the hourly highs, because to be fair, hourly highs, after they get swept, that's quite an important liquidity pool, to be fair. So the fact that this is actually at the 1 hour high and there's a fair value gap, yeah, this is, if this today doesn't enter into that zone, I'm not taking a trade. Literally, that is the perfect zone for me to trade, because bro, it turned into an inverse literally in here. 5 minute inverse, right? And that this line, this liquidity in buy side liquidity, this is new language for me. I don't usually say these things, right? But this buy side liquidity is an hourly high, so it's perfect. This is perfect. So what I want to see is literally Price doing whatever it's doing, making its way up here and taking it, and like trying to struggle in here, and boom, giving me this direction. This is what I'm looking for. So I could, to be fair, place limits. You could actually place limits, you know. Actually, let me see if I should place limits. We'll just watch. We'll just fast forward this until something happens. So we are back. This is the update of the trade. Right, I'm waiting for, you know, this pullback. I'm waiting for something like this, right? But let's see if it's gonna happen. I'm patient. Again, if it doesn't go according to my rules, I'm not trading. I'm not in a rush. So in the meantime, let's break down gold, right? So I did mention that I was in a gold trade that helped me actually pass my 50k account. I passed it. I posted it on my Instagram, my link in the bio. Instagram, my TikTok, it's all posted. You can always see what I do behind the scenes. Then gold here. This is the trade. Literally, this trade is beautiful. I will explain. Now keep in mind this line here, this is where when I passed the 50k account. So I'm still in this trade on my live account. For proof, I'm actually in this trade. So there was 58 pounds in here, and currently we are floating 300 pounds, right? And we haven't hit the TP. I'm trying to flip my live account again. So as you can see, I'll explain how I got into this trade. If we go to the 15 minutes, right? The reason I actually went in this is because price swept the previous weekly low. After that, it made this reaction. Honestly, I could have been in this trade a bit earlier, but markets were a bit in, you know, it wasn't sure what was gonna happen. But this is such a great indication, like break of structures, break of structures, break of structures, break of structures. Then this is the strategy you want to trade with gold. I'm trying to figure out if this is generally how you trade gold. It's so underrated, but it's just basically AMD. After accumulation, you really want to check on gold. Accumulation, it's so obvious. The consolidation phase is so obvious. Price is consolidating, right? As it's consolidating, it made a high, it made a low. This high failed to break the previous high, but this low held, right? So it's in this consolidating, and generally fair value gap. I saw the fair value gap. I entered off here. Price actually broke that. Perfect. Started making those break of structures. New York session open, manipulated, and ever since then, this was last week, Friday, the 20th of February. Price has just been going up, following the trend. Like you always, consolidation, accumulation is your best friend if it comes to gold. Another example. This shit's crazy. Look at this. Okay, after a few days, price did that. Look, again, we have this consolidation, and we broke out of it, and now we are correcting. We are on a retracement. So same thing applies. Go to the 50. This was someone's entry. I didn't enter off this because I don't want to be too greedy. I want to slowly, you know, get to know gold, because I'm not usually a gold trader, right? So look at this here. A high was made, low. Okay, we're like, okay, cool, what's happening? Okay, low. Okay, we're just looking for some structure here. So this is a low, this is a high. There's a break of structure right here. Let's mark it. Break of structure right here, because again, we're bullish. Any bearish action we don't pay attention to. We want to look at that bullish indications. So high, low. This low held, right? This low held. Let's just keep looking. Okay, another high, another low. But again, this is the low that makes sense. I would have been looking at this low, and I would have been like, okay, what's happening? And you would have needed to time this. So it's a bit unclear. You might be like, okay, but there's no clear structure here. There's only one break of structure. Yes, that's why you use time. Now the best time for price to actually break out, it's not London. It could be, but again, London did consolidate clearly. This here from 7, this from beginning here, this is all London. So knowing London is consolidating, New York is going to manipulate. New York is going to manipulate and distribute. Or sometimes it's not, AMD isn't perfect, right? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Distribution, it could just distribute. So you want to look at 2:30. That is the time. 2:30. So this is the time I would have looked at for an entry. Honestly, time is so important. Like, it's so important. 2:30, right? Right here. If you entered off something here, you saw 2:30 open. Maybe if you went to the 5 minutes, there's some sort of entry here. You would have been in this trade. So let's just pretend you're in this trade. Your stop loss is like it's somewhere here. Let's just mark it red. That is your stop loss, right? This would have been a trade. Let's just like literally understand this, right? This is someone's trade currently. Literally, this is another trade. Entry 2:30 somewhere here. Trade profit can be the all-time highs. It's a 5R. I could have stacked this trade, swing trading, right? You stack on top of it. Like, you want to look out for this. This is amazing. Even now, we're in a small consolidation. It's sort of like one. But guys, this is how I did the gold trade. I love when prices consolidating. Buyers and sellers are fighting. They're fighting. Who's in control? That's what they're doing. So yeah, it's a nice trade, man. And in the 1 hour, it was actually more clear. There's a low here. There's a high. There's a low. There's a high. And price failed to break it, but this low still held. Yeah, this is more clear, to be fair. So 1 hour. I like to stay in the 15 minutes because it looks a bit more better to me. But in this case, because the consolidation was so long, usually it's not that long. Like here, it wasn't that long, literally, because you can only see much detail in the 15 minutes. But because it was long here, you dead ass, like, you want to just look at this. So there was a low here. There was a high that break up structure. Then it created a low, right? It created a high. But price failed to break that high properly, so it came back down, consolidating within that low and high range. This is a range. And yeah, it never did anything until it broke here, and it broke around 1 p.m. So to be fair, if you go to the 5 minutes, knowing all that, 1 p.m. it broke. So I'm just trying to make it. See, so it broke at 1 p.m. Our entry should be 2:30, right? Knowing that is the time market opens. So 2:30 here. So if you zoom in, I know I can't really show you, man. It's a bit hard to show, but there would have been an entry. Let's just do this. Oh my god. Okay, just pay attention. It's right here. It's the best I can do. Knowing this is 2:30, price actually made some structure in the 5 minute. High, the low. The low held, 2:30 opened. We would have waited for price to come and close below above here. Price closed. Entry would have been this, some sort of this fair value gap would have entered. Stop loss would have been down here. So it's an even tighter stop loss, but you should have maybe extended it here. That would have been your stop loss, and that would have been your entry. This would have been your entry. So mark the entry green, right? Imagine that was your actual trade. Let's see if it actually held. Yeah, that would have been your trade. Literally, do you see it? So I'm gonna keep this here for reference for myself. So I'm just pretending I entered, you know, on this. I'm actually gonna leave the drawings as well. I wanna just pretend I'm in this, just so I can learn how to stack all my trades. This is how you wanna learn. This is how you do it. So do let me know if you learned something very interesting in this video. And even let's go back to the UK. Let's go back to the other trade. Yeah, I don't think this is going to come back to anything. So you know what, I'll wrap the video here. This is how I sort of think about the markets in the morning. I didn't find a trade today. That's totally fine. I will still be on the charts. I still have my notifications on, but you know, we are in that fair value gap now. I'm looking for longs from this area, so I would need to see some consolidation. So preferably New York session, I'm going to look at this again. And again, time is important. Certain times you want to look at the markets and make decisions, not on random occasions, right? From what I've learned. Anyways, like and subscribe this video. I'm going to be posting a lot more breakdowns, real-time charts, like what's happening currently in today's time. Yeah, that's it for today. We're going to wrap it up. Literally just woke up, and this is how I approach the charts. I'm not holding back. You saw how I seen things, how I approach things, how I restrict myself, how I enter, you know, how I think. So I do hope you found some value today. If you did find some value today, like and repost, comment. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would be very curious. You know, check the link in the bio. I got Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everything. The broker I use, the prop firm I use, the discounts, whatever. Just if you want to use it, let me know. Calm. But yeah, catch you in the next video. And I'll really urge you to put the notification bell on, because when I post, it's gonna be bangers. You feel me? Hey, catch you in the next one. Peace out.